it's good to have you in our studio this morning.
Good to have you here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good morning. Well, let's jump straight into what we have now. You come from a region that hosts many of Nigeria's critical assets, especially in oil and gas. In the past, we've seen quite a number of unrest in that region. What can you tell us has changed exactly, and what has been done differently, to calm the situation in that region?
Yeah, I think it's a truism that we have a kind of checkered history over the years due to agitations, struggles for self-realization and true federalism, bearing in mind that it's a region and indeed a state that the people always have concerns about what God has endowed in their land and what is used to develop virtually every front of the country, and in their own land, a total neglect. It was like that for many years, but I think the times have changed. Our people, Bayelsa State and indeed the John Nation, it can extend it to the Niger Delta, have come to a realization that after all, crisis ordinarily will not yield anything positive. And it's on the strength of that I want to say in a bit religious way that God's blessed Bayelsa State with a governor that believes that first, priority should be given to the protection and preservation of lives and property. That eradicate why today a new strategic implant in terms of security in Bayelsa State has created an opening where everyone feels that, things have changed. How? The youths have been engaged. The community leaders have been woven in. There is an interconnectivity between agencies and government. New bridges that never existed have been built. The ones that existed then that were broken have been reconstructed through collaboration and partnership on necessity. That is good leadership. And most importantly, internalizing the concept of crime fighting, protection of critical assets. Remember, Bayelsa State isn't just a state. It's a state that holds a great percentage of the wealth of this country in terms of crude production. If anything goes wrong in Bayelsa State, don't ask me. Nigeria will sneeze on the other side. The reason being that Bayelsa State is a state that is standing between Delta State and River State. All that happens in Delta State and River State drags its foot from Bayelsa. And you know the jaws. There are extremes in agitations and crisis. It's not compared to any part of this country. So what has changed? That's the question you're asking. In Bayelsa State today, there is a zero tolerance for crime and criminality. And the reason being that, for a people so forgotten for many years, for us to get to the level that we desire, first we must get it right in security. And that is why everyone believes that protecting the environment, critical assets of government so that we'll have revenue to build the bridges, the schools, to profile the educational status of our state. It requires that peace and tranquility reigns. That's what we are having today. And we're giving kudos to all critical stakeholders from government, security agencies, and most importantly, the people for internalizing the concept of crime fighting in their morals and conscience.